Hey people, it's me, Eco Chick, and I'm here with all of our friends and tank life, and yeah, just checking out the little Alvin. What do you think? What do you notice? Yeah, they're changing, aren't they? They're changing a little bit since just a couple of days ago. I took a day off from filming yesterday and did other things, and today I'm back and I'm really happy to be with these little guys again. So, things that are happening in the tank today. Let me zoom out a little bit. So, water quality. Let's talk about that for a second. While the pH remains elevated, I'm just trying to not worry about that and go with it and maintain it. The little Alvins seem like they're doing okay. The ammonia level is, about 0.25. If I lift this up a little bit, you can see it's more yellow than green. So that's what I wrote down on the chart. And our temperature, the room temperature is really elevated today, but it's been super warm, like unseasonably warm the last couple of days. So this room is like 70 degrees, which is significantly warmer. And you can hear the chiller working hard in the background to keep this tank at 53 degrees, which so far, so good. So yeah, Frowny is hanging out with our little Alvin model and just feeling all the feels. That's what's happening with Brownie today. And taking you up to the top of the tank. And, there's not quite as much foam today. And, the water is a little bit clearer, actually, just a little. And I'm going to turn this off so we can look at this without any motion. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can get a bird's eye view is what it's called of the Alvin today. So notice that I can kind of see some of the little egg casings floating around still. What are you noticing about how they look from the bird's eye view? If you're a bird, you might think they look kind of tasty, but probably not for humans at this stage. That would be kind of slimy and not so great. But humans do eat this species, so it's really important to us and to a lot of other creatures that I'll talk about a little bit later in the video series. So yeah, they're looking healthy. They're still clustering together. They are wiggling around a lot more and changing color, as you notice probably. And, I noticed the last time they were laying on their sides more than they are now. And as they're becoming more active and using some of their food, they're able to navigate a little bit better, in their bodies. And their bodies are developing. They're just so cool. I just love this creature so much. All right, I'm going to take you over to our chart and tell you what's happening over here. Let me zoom back out again. So I'm going to have to actually add a paper. I'm going to draw the lines today. And I'm modeling being perfectly imperfect. You notice my squiggly lines, but it's still keeping the space, and so it's just fine. In fact, I probably won't even really use a ruler this time. I'm just going to freehand it. So, yeah, there's that. So it's the 12th of November. We have 97 Alvin, and I did, we did lose one the other day. And I made a tiny video about that. You may or may not have seen it, but I did pull one out. So we're sitting at 1,036 temperature units. Our ammonia is a stable 7.6, which is elevated, but we're going to go with it. 0.25 for the ammonia. And then I didn't make data yesterday, so I just made this bigger because I could, and I didn't want to erase everything. So the water is cool. It's clearer than it was the other day. I drew a little picture that there's minimal foam. So I am still going to change out water today, because when the ammonia and the foam is happening at all, you just keep going with that. They are squiggly and they're moving in clusters still. I did change water the other day. They're moving in longer bursts now. The tail fin, it's called their caudal fin. Try to say that, caudal fin. It's more developed now, and that helps them move around a little bit better. They're getting darker in color. We're not able to see through their bodies as much as we could before. Some of their markings are starting to be visible. And this is my little drawing of a little alevin. So maybe you'll do that if you're making an observation too. So yeah, we're in the alevin stage. They will be developing toward what's called the sac fry stage. And yeah, we'll sort of watch that happening. I have a feeling we'll be seeing it, soon, based on the number here. And while they did emerge as alevin later than usual with the temperature units, they may still go at the rate of development with, the typical units. So we'll just wait and see what happens. And then when they get to that final stage, we release them, and that'll be a trip. It'll be super fun. So here they are again, our little alevin. And I just want to thank you for following along with this virtual salmon series. And yeah, this is Eco Chick and all the friends in our Tank Life experience signing out. Have a great whatever you do today.